Today we're gonna do some Hitman 2. A stream version. A lot of games coming out. A lot. Quantity over quality, to be honest though. Ever since like the 2010s, we've been getting nothing but shit games. Ever since the 2010s, nothing but shit games. Just over and over. A shit game after another. And hello, whoever joined. Hope you enjoy the game. Man, fuck Grim Eclipse, man. Fuck that shit. If there's ever a Grim Eclipse 2, I'm gonna be mad. And hello, Haru. How you doing? And yeah, Brian, fuck Grim Eclipse. I hate Grim Eclipse. Fuck that game. Game's trash. If they do make a second one, they should actually work on a different kind of genre for it instead of hack and slash. If they want to keep hack and slash elements, that's fine. But I'd say it would work more as an RPG hack and slash adventure game. Or anything like that. Like a hack and slash RPG action game. Maybe RPG. No, I think it should go like half RPG, 25% hack and slash, and then the other 25% would be action, I guess, or maybe half and half RPG and hack and slash. That's what I think they could do if they're gonna do a Hitman. I mean, no, not Hitman, but Grim Eclipse 2. Like the first game, like not a turn-based RPG, an action RPG. Not a turn-based, but an action RPG. I don't like turn-based, but Persona is the only exception for turn-based RPGs for me. Unless we're talking about Pokemon, okay. But turn-based is just the worst kind of RPG, to be honest. It's the worst. Unless some games out there do make it right, which there's many other RPGs out there that have actually used the turn-based formula for RPGs and done it well. But no, it won't be turn-based. It's not going to be turn-based at all. It'll be a hack and slash RPG where you could go around in a safe hub in one section of the game, and you go around Beacon Academy as the safe hub. You know what? No. I'm gonna save my ideas for a different video. Yeah, Final Fantasy is pretty cool, but I never really got into Final Fantasy because it's turn-based. I don't like turn-based, that's the thing. Yeah, Brian, I just said that. Hub. I just said hub world. Not that long ago, actually, but yeah, they could do a hub world where you would have a hub world and you could use that as your safe zone, to where you could actually walk around, go to a shop, get some items. Well, yeah, in different terms, but here's the thing. So, oh fuck, how am I gonna do these damn challenges? Oh fuck. Hold on. I don't know. I have only played Final Fantasy 15. I don't have any others. But yeah, for Ruby Grim Eclipse 2, if Rooster Teeth Games decides to make a second one, then what they could do, and Rooster Teeth, if you're watching this, I love your stuff, I really do, but Grim Eclipse needed a lot of work, and it still does if you're going to continue with it, but if you're not, that makes sense. It's old already. Shit game. Fun though, I'll admit that. The first one was fun. But the second one needs to have better quality, a better amount of content, and each piece of content or feature or whatever needs to have that difference between the others. It needs to be different than the other modes and it needs to stand out more. Each mode will need to stand out more. Just like you have with the Horde mode and the Endless mode. Those two are pretty much the same. It's just that the Endless mode for Grim Eclipse 1 is where it's just the Horde mode, but with no waves at all. It's just endless, and you just go on over and over until you die. Not whereas in the regular Horde mode, you just go up to a specific amount of waves. Basically, there's no reason to add that mode, because it wasn't really much of a survival mode difference. No waves of enemies, Brian. Good one. But, yeah, if they're gonna, like, Grossity, if you're gonna make a Grim Eclipse 2, what you could do is, like, as I've stated before in that one video, or multiple videos, or streams, or whatever, you could actually go ahead and make it where you would change a little bit of the formula. You would still keep some of the hack and slash combat, but you would also... Mobile games don't count as video games. They don't count. And no, it's like, yeah, it's a fun game, but it's basically a Clash Royale. And no, mobile games do not count. We're not going to mobile. That's not happening. It's not happening. I ain't gonna let that happen. But, yeah, what they could do is, they could keep the hack and slash combat, but what they'll need to do is, if they're gonna keep at least 50% of it, or at most 50% of it, like, if they're gonna do hack and slash, keep the combat aspect of it, but you need to have some RPG elements in there. Yeah, Hardo, I already know about that. But yeah, they should do hack and slash and RPG, just like I've stated. Half and half. 50% hack and slash combat, and then 50% RPG. But then, like in other games like Destiny, or Call of Duty or anything like that, where those games have had a hub world, they could have it like that, where you could have a safe zone of a hub world and talk to other players, or you could buy different items or clothes or outfits or whatever, stuff like that. And you can also buy different potions and stuff, or like dust containers that could help you do specific tasks. Like you could have specific dust crystals. Yeah, okay, I know. Heck, I know about Attack on Titan. I love that game, but we're talking about Ruby. Look, I'm thinking that if they're gonna do it, another Ruby Grim Eclipse, they've gotta have RPG and hack and slash. A hub world where you could actually talk to other players, buy different items, weapons, dusk dust crystals in like containers or briefcases or whatever, and each dust crystal could have a different effect on the player's weapon, or they could give them some special boosts to their aura, maybe. Like they could add speed to their movement, or they could add extra damage to their weapon. They could do something like that, you know?
Here we go. For the office computer layout.
Yeah, they could do something like that. Like, honestly, that's what I think they could do. Yeah, but Brian, here's the thing. In those kinds of games, they're not forcing you to do that stuff. You still unlock stuff by completing different challenges, such as like leveling up, or defeating a specific enemy or a quest or anything like that.
Hurry.
That's also another way you could do it. Those games don't have it where you just go into a shop in the game and buy stuff like that. You can also earn them as rewards.
Nothing on the shadow client.
That's what I'm saying they could do.
No names, no aliases. I doubt she even knows whom she's working for. Wait, here's something. A message from Robert
Basically,
Knox of Kronstadt Industries.
if they're going to do a shop,
and by the sound of it,
then if they're going to do a shop, in the game where you could actually buy different materials and stuff, then they could.
Guys, they're here! They made it!
plug it down. Well done, 47. Now get off the property.
Yeah. Yeah. All I'm saying is that if they do a second game and they add a safe world, or a hub world, or a safe zone, or whatever, they could add a shop, right? But it won't be something that you'll be able to use right away, maybe. And then once you unlock it, you'll only be able to buy specific things and not everything in the game. And the main stuff that you could actually get, like the actual good stuff that you'd want to get, you'd mainly have to get through quests or missions from other characters, or side missions, or the actual story missions. And they could do something like that. And then the other kinds of items that aren't that good, like the miscellaneous stuff, people could buy in the shops instead of earning them through quests, like most RPGs and MMOs do. They could do it like that. And then with the the whole idea of it, I think that it would turn out really well if they did a shop like that, where the shop would have miscellaneous items that people don't always use. They only use them when they actually need to use them, when they're out of their actual items that they use all the time. And then the quests, the missions, side missions, and all that would actually give the real items that players would always use. No, they can't go Destiny route. Like, don't follow a looter shooter's pathway. A looter shooter can't do it right. Looter shooters are fucking terrible. They're never good at all. Not even Fatal Bullet, even though I love that game. Terrible looting system. Destiny and Destiny 2, terrible looting system. The Division 1, terrible looting system. The Division 2, I don't know yet because I haven't played that game. But it's not good to follow what a looter shooter does because those games never turn out well. Never. Even Borderlands, although I like Borderlands, but its loot system was okay, but it was just barely better than that of The Division or Destiny. So no, I wouldn't want a loot system like that. No. I would just want a regular quest system for getting items, weapons, and other sorts of loot. That's how I would want it. As a player and as a fan of those kinds of games, I would want it that way instead. Yeah, somewhere like that. Yeah, like a regular RPG. Let's say you complete a mission in an RPG, and you defeat a specific amount of enemies, and you get a special weapon from it, or a special clothing item that would help upper your defense or raise your defense. It could be something like that. Well, I mean in RPGs how they do it, not like House of Crashers. I haven't played it. Well, actually, no, I have played Castle Crashers, but that was only like once when I was just a little kid. But yeah, they could do an RPG loot system, and then for the hack and slash combat, I think they could improve on it, because in Grim Eclipse 1, the hack and slash combat was not very well done. It was more too simple. Like, if they're gonna do hack and slash, maybe they should do it a little more, less simple, but more intermediate. I'm not sure if that's the right word to put it, but somewhat sort of like Devil May Cry, but not too much like it. Otherwise, it may be a little too complicated for some people, or they might leave the game because of that. Although I kind of doubt that, but they should do it a little bit like that, or like how some arena fighters do it, like some of those games do it, you know. And they should have it where you actually have some combos and not just like 2 buttons to attack and then that's it. They should have it where you're actually making full use of the controller instead of some of the combat buttons being unused most of the time. Because really, some of those buttons you don't even need to use in the damn game. Even though they have a use, they're not useful because they don't do much. They only have one use. They don't have different ways of playing. And that's kind of weird. But I get it. They were trying for the first time at least. But yeah. But
Hey, come out wherever you are. Giving you a chance to back down.
yeah, yeah, nah, I'm gonna end stream. I can't do this shit. I can't do this shit while trying to talk. But, you know what? Yeah, I just can't talk about Grim Eclipse when I'm playing Hitman 2. I can't do it. I can't do it. And you know what? Well, let me take this over to Dynasty Warriors, actually. Not Grim. Brian, you think I should do some Grim Eclipse again? Right now? No, I'm not gonna do Minecraft. No. That's not happening. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna end this. Moving over to something else.